Hello friends, welcome back again to another video. In today's video I'm going to talk about tips to buy a great domain name for your business. So figuring out how to choose a domain name or pick a domain name is similar to figuring out how to choose a company name. So it is very important that you pay attention, you put in some uh, things into consideration when it comes to picking the right domain name for your business. So this requires a lot of thought and of course a lot of consideration. So your domain name is your identity on the internet or on the web. So you need to make sure you choose a domain that not only fits your kind of business but also is easy to find and of course also promote your business. So I'm going to be talking about some tips, and I want you guys to make sure you follow these tips when you want to pick a great domain name for any kind of business that you intend to do. Now these are the tips that I am going to be talking about. So the first one on the list is choose a domain name that is easy to type. So I'm going to be listing all these tips and I will talk about them one after the other. Now the second one is apply keywords. The third one is target your area. The other one is keep it short. Research it, choose a proper domain extension, protect and build your brand, choose a catchy and memorable domain, avoid numbers and hyphens, and the last one is act quickly. So you need to be fast. You need to act fast when it comes to choosing a domain name for your business. So I will talk about all of these one after the other, and the first one we are going to talk about is choose a domain name that is easy to type. If you want your business to grow online, if you want online success in your business, you need to make sure you choose a domain name that is easy to type. So this is very important for your business. So if you use words that are difficult for customers, it will be hard for them to easily locate your website. So it's very important when it comes to choosing a domain, choose a domain that customers can easily type into their web browser and easily locate or find your website. So this is the first important thing or important tip you need to consider when it comes to choosing a domain name for your business. So you need to choose a domain name that is easy to type, a domain name that customers can easily type into their web browser to easily find your website on the internet. So now that we are done with this first one, so let's move over to the second one on the list, which is also very important. So guys, the next one on the list is apply keywords. So this is also a very important tip that you need to consider. Try using keywords that explain or describe your business and the services you offer. So for example, if you are running a recipe company or a restaurant, you may want to register a domain name that is kind of similar to recipe, like my recipe shop or my recipe.com, something like that, something that is kind of similar to the kind of business that you run. So this is very important. So always make sure you apply keywords. So include the keywords that people enter when searching for your products or services, and also this helps in improving your rank on search engine, so which means it can help in boosting your traffic, that is increasing your traffic, and of course it makes more sense to your customers when they try to find your website. So it is very important. So the next one on the list is target your area. So you need to target your area when it comes to choosing a domain name. So if your business is local, you need to consider including your city or state in your domain name to make it easy for local customers to find and remember your business. So let's say for example your business is in Lagos and you deal on phone repair or fridge repair. You can just say lagosfridgerepair.com or lagosphonerepair.com, something like that. So this can also help as well when it comes to people finding your business online, when it comes to finding a phone repairer or sort of online. So this can actually boost your revenue, and of course create more customers for you. So this is very important. So you have to target your area, and this also help a lot. So it all depends on the kind of business that you want to do. Okay, the next one on the list, the next tip is keep it short. So you need to make sure that your domain name is short and not too long or complex. So this is very important. So when your domain name is too long, you risk customers mistyping or misspelling your domain name, and this is not good for your business. So always make sure your domain name is not too complex and not too long. So you have to keep it short so that customer can easily remember your domain, or customer can easily type your domain into the search browser or into the web browser. So this is a very important tip you need to consider when it comes to choosing the right domain name for your business. So that being said about this particular tip, so we're going to move to the next important tip on the list. So guys, the next one on the list is research it. So this is very important. So when it comes to choosing a domain name, always make sure that the domain name you want to choose, or the domain name that you have selected, is not trademarked and or copyrighted or being used by another company. So this is very important. So this could result in some legal situation that could cost you a lot of money to resolve, so as well as your domain. So it's very important that when making the right choice for domain, always make sure the domain you are choosing, you have made some research about it and find out and make sure the domain is not a copyrighted domain or a domain that is used by another company. So this is very important. So if you want to get a domain name, you can definitely get from moldwebhost.com.ng. so you can get domain name, you can do your research and purchase a domain name from these amazing company. So guys, that being said about research it, so we are going to talk about the next one on the list. So this is also a very important tip. Choose a proper domain extension. So extensions are very important. So there are numerous extensions on the internet like .com, .org, .ng and so on. So choose an extension that fits your business. So make sure to choose an extension that works for your business. So the .com domain extension is far and away the most popular domain extension on the internet, but it can be tough to get a short and easy to remember .com domain name because it's been around for a long time. So it's important that you pick a domain name that fits your business, and I recommend you go for a .com domain, a top level domain like .com, .net, .co, .org and so on. So these are domain names that are very good for your business. So guys, that being said about choosing a proper domain extension, so we are going to talk about the next one on the list. So guys, the next one on the list is protect and build your brand. So this is a very important tip as well. To protect your brand, consider various domain extensions as well as misspelled version of your domain name. So this can go a long way in preventing competitors from registering other versions, and of course ensures your customers are directed to your website even if they misspell your domain name. So this is a very important tip that you should put into consideration when it comes to choosing the right domain name for your business. So if you want to pick a domain name, you can do so by going to moldwebhost.com.ng and get the right domain for your business. So guys, put this tip into consideration, and now let's talk about the other important tip that you need to consider. So this is also a great tip that can make you to pick the right domain name for your business. So the next one on the list is choose a catchy and memorable domain. There are millions of registered domain names, so choosing a domain that's catchy and easy to remember is very important. So once you have selected or pick a name that you tend to use, share it with your friends or with your close ones to make sure it sounds really great make sense to others. So this is very important. So you can do this by connecting with your friends. You share your domain name to them, you ask them how it sounds, if it makes sense or not, and if it is easy to remember. So this is also a great tip that you should put into consideration. So choosing a catchy and memorable domain is really something important when it comes to choosing the right domain name for your business. So guys, we will talk about the next one on the list. So this is also a very important tip that you need to consider when it comes to choosing a domain. You need to avoid numbers and hyphens. So these two stuff are actually confuse people a lot, so they can often be misunderstood. So you need to make sure you choose a domain name that does not contain numbers or hyphen. So customers can sometimes forget to add number or forget to add dash when visiting or when writing your website into their web browser. So always make sure you consider this important tip. Do not include numbers and hyphens. So this can often confuse people whenever they want to visit your website. So the next one is add quickly. So you need to add fast when it comes to buying a domain. Domain names sell quickly. So thankfully many domain names are also inexpensive. So register or purchase your favorite domain name as soon as possible. So if you are looking to start an online business, it's important to get a good domain. So if you are having trouble finding a domain name for your business, you can head over to modewebhost.com.ng and then you search or find your preferred domain for your business. So guys, it's very important that you act quickly, because a domain you may want to buy, and if you are slow about it, someone else might purchase that domain. So you have to start going through another process of putting all of these tips again into work. So you need to make sure you act quickly after finding the preferred domain for your business. You need to purchase that domain very quickly. So guys, that's all for this video. If you enjoyed this tutorial on these tips, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button to be a part of this channel, and of course visit modewebhost.com.ng for any domains, hosting and email services.